is Motoko Kusanagi of Section 9, requesting support drones at 34 degrees, 41 minutes, 37.46 seconds north, 135 degrees, 30 minutes, 7.85 seconds east. Yes, I know I sound like a man. Well, I've been hacked and Just shut up. Forget it. I'll just do this myself. Gotta take all my damn clothes off just to use my thermoptic suit. Got me out here stripping on the battlefield. I just bought these clothes yesterday. They were brand new, issued to me. Gotta do this myself, just as usual. Ass all over the place. What's good? My name is King with Casualism Gaming, and boy, am I excited today. Not only did I walk into the pool with my cell phone, but I do have access to the closed beta of a very classic series, Ghost in the Shell. Now, some of you might be a little unfamiliar with this series, so let me go ahead and sum it up for you in just one sentence. Naked Lady Go Bang Bang with cybernetic brain solving cases as the leader of the Special Ops Section 9. Oh, and you can hack people like cell phones. Sounds pretty neat, huh? Well, if you aren't aware, the 1995 film Ghost in the Shell spurred a lot of creativity in the industry, which led to the creation of a few subsequent video games. But today, we will take a dive, see what I did there, into the world of Ghost in the Shell First Assault. I'm gonna get it right. Created by Masamune Shiro, Ghost in the Shell grew from the humble beginnings of an idea into the vast array of media we know today. From manga to anime, and later stepping into the scene of gaming, Ghost in the Shell was growing, seeing its fans supporting the series all the way. The first entry to the gaming franchise was Ghost in the Shell for the PlayStation 1, released in 1997. This title was welcomed with open arms and reviews above the norm with the introduction of an almost naked Motoko to this console, and the delivery of a semi-open world stretching the Ghost in the Shell universe to new levels. 2 years later, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex for the PlayStation 2 was the flagship game, broadening its fans beyond the niche of anime, manga, and the usual tentacle hentai enthusiasts, such as myself. Upgraded abilities, new levels, tank fights, and the usual frustrating movement of SAC, the explosion of the cyberpunk genre paved way for new and old titles such as Policenauts, Metal Gear, Rez, and Shadowrun. With the introduction of First Assault, we could see the franchise rejuvenated after the debacle of the 2017 debut of Ghost in the Shell. Scarlet, keep doing your thing though, girl. I'm extremely excited to see where this thing goes, so, as usual, I'm naked, let's go. So here we are at the title screen, guys. As you can see, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex First Assault Online. You can see here that it shows that it was added in 2015. Not exactly sure what that is. It says farewell community live stream. Not exactly sure what that is either. But we're gonna go ahead and try and test the play button. And look at that. That's right. The game was shut down. First Assault, the game that almost no one knew about. Based on the 2002 series standalone complex, First Assault was designed, well, sort of, to emulate the world of GitS. Originally titled First Connection, Neopal had hoped to transform a generic Korean FPS into a beloved game following in the steps of the very series itself. With the help of Nexon and the original ISP owners, Kodansha, they designed a highly futuristic world that barely resembled GitS other than a few character models and the Tachikoma. Credit where credit is due though, the beta and future 1.0 release of this free-to-play game was pretty phenomenal. ARM launchers, cloaking, heat sensors, and much more, the base system offered a variety of skills to suit any methods of attack or defense. These skills weren't just for the players as in Halo or Call of Duty, but using the skill sync system, you were able to share your abilities with the entire team. As a Saito main myself, I was able to use my heat sensor ability to see the locations of enemies on my screen and map. Once I earned enough experience points during battle, I was able to share this ability with my team, allowing them to see enemies through walls for a short period of time. The skill sync system made this game a contender in my eyes. I mean, just Just look at this. Okay, so he activates the ability. And boom, you can like automatically, look at that. It tells you exactly where they are. Exactly where they are. This is like any type of gameplay made easy. During the 1.0 release, the weapons and modifications could be used across any of the available characters, allowing us to customize each individual aspect to suit our needs. Providing grips, barrel replacements, laser sights, and tripods, we could find the perfect fit after testing each mod. Later introducing a system similar to MOBAs, the operatives could be customized themselves, placing specific augments on body parts, allowing the player to sustain more fall damage, reload or sprint faster, and even augments to extend the duration of their skill. This game seemed to be making headway with constant updates and feedback from the developers. That is, until the release of 2.0. It seemed that weapon and operative balance was a constant issue. Players were complaining or praising that the OP weapons such as the F2020 or the Deathstalker Evo were the forefront, including others upset over OP operative abilities. Batou's rocket arm, anyone? I mean, seriously. Including a declining player base due to lack of promotion or attention to bug fixes, the devs realized that a change of pace was needed in order to attract a new audience and reinvigorate the current fans. So they gave us First Assault 2.0. The exact update that murder killed the game dead. Murder killed it dead with a gun or a stone or something like that. I mean, all your time and experience spent grinding on that one weapon? Sorry, now only a few operatives can use it, and probably not the one that you like. Weapons slightly a little bit more balanced after a few good updates? Haywire as fuck now. Finally got used to your operatives and how to best and when to best use their abilities? Welcome to the new operatives. They're better than yours. Borma. Fucking Borma, dude. The bane of almost every other player I played with, and even ones I don't even know of, had the skill Nano Gel Armor, which allowed the user to coat themselves in nano sperm to increase their maximum health and then activate immediate health regeneration. The tank was now wearing a tank. Ah yes, let me just place my barrier right here. That's perfect, nobody can see me, right? How come I can't see anybody down there? What the fuck is going on? The introduction of these new operatives, who weren't canon by the way, pissed a lot of fans off. With the new modified skill sync system, it was possible for teams to span certain abilities. Imagine a whole team of Bormas nano-nutting together as an unstoppable force. I mean, I've heard of frottage, but I've never actually seen it until I played 2.0. Don't Google that, by the way. You did, didn't you? Just unfavorite that, you sick bastard. So, new operatives, OP abilities, class-locked weapons, which were unbalanced, might I add, new augments, and just the smorgasbord of terrible developer communication during the release of 2.0 is what pretty much caused the player base and any of the fans to lose all their collective shit. Besides the fact that the netcode was nothing to praise, players who were once top tier were now trash, and the casuals were rising to supremacy. Among the long list of reasons behind the sunset, marketing and microtransactions were primary. We all know how beautiful, absolutely stunning microtransactions can be. Any money-grabbing scheme by companies has always been a massive plus for me. Throwing my money at content or updates that should actually be free is better than anything else in my opinion. Like I have no bills, I have no child, I have nothing else that is important to spend my money on but microtransactions that should be free, like skins. Ridiculous. And not promoting your game during times of desperation, or even marketing it during times of desperation? Well, who the fuck needs that? That is literally for the birds. During the last few days the server remained online, there was a flood of players, old and new, jumping back in to bid their farewells. The last time I had this much fun was in an arcade playing Space Invaders. Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64 on the side of my house in the yard, Halo Combat evolved when we copied discs and generated fake keys for my entire high school and the first few months of Destiny 1 during the Vault of Glass raid. Jokes were flying, Nano Nut was spurting, Motoko was twerking, and people were just having fun. It seems that all the GitS atmosphere aside, the game wasn't as bad as it was proposed to be. With casual play, the game was enjoyable and the abilities were fun to play with. Class-locked weapons became a complaint of the past, and the devs giving everything, and I mean everything, away for 1 GP, which was the in-game currency. People felt heartbroken over the imminent departure of First Assault. As a fan of Ghost in the Shell myself, I really hope that this is not the beginning of a downward spiral. I mean, I know it kind of looks like that, but there is still hope out there for the entire series and franchise itself. I really enjoyed my experience with First Assault, and I actually look forward to seeing where the franchise goes and whether or not it actually recovers from this hole that it's currently in right now. I want to see it break ground again and rise to the top of anime and manga and even gaming. I want you to break back in, and I want you to start creating games that are actually enticing for players to want to join, to actually want to be a part of a world, an atmosphere that we can all relate to and want to partake in. You know, as a father and a dedicated employee, I don't really have much time for MMOs or mastering games like I used to. So I now prefer to spend my free time by my TV, naked, with no pants on, legs sprawled out completely in front of my Kinect. Because if someone is really gonna hack into my Xbox and look at me through my Kinect, that's what they're gonna see. My legs wide open, my crotch just out and ready for them to dive on in, and my balls just hanging out. So hey, if you guys want my gamer tag, feel free. I will send it to you. You can look through my Kinect if you have the capabilities of doing that, the technology to do that, and you will see my testicles hanging out on the Kinect. I don't give I might give 3 shits. I don't even give 2.9 shits. 2.8, I definitely don't either. But I'm curious. So I set up a poll to see the age of my viewers and their preferred genre. So linked below, like not below, linked below is the link below. Linked below is the poll itself. So please participate, and that way we can all see exactly the age of people and what genre they prefer to play the older they get. To me, the most captivating part of First Assault was obviously Motoko, but the low time to kill and chill environment is what kept me interested. For those who enjoy free-to-play games that are also highly enjoyable, I suggest Ironsight, a moderately futuristic FPS that features quite a few customization options as well as reward-based gameplay. With the option of competitive or casual play, you have the freedom of choice, which, oddly enough, is very welcome in a free-to-play game. Others that align with the cyberpunk FPS genre include Dirty Bomb, Black Squad, Neo Tokyo, which is a well-executed CSGO mod, and to come, Cyberpunk 2077. So keep your hopes high and your hormones higher for the future of Cyberpunk and Ghost in the Shell. Thanks so much for watching, Goyles. If you enjoyed my content today, subscribe, and then grind on that like button if you can. And if you didn't, then fuck you. Until next time, stay casual.
Goodbye.